We're all too familiar with these kinds of stories. An out-of-this-world personality preys on the desperation of someone going through the worst moment of their life, seeking answers, seeking help. But what happens when that person providing the answers is someone you're supposed to trust? A doctor who promises hope, survival, a cure for AIDS? Wouldn't you do anything he said to save yourself? From Wondery comes the newest season of the renowned podcast Dr. Death, the newest season titled Bad Magic. And this isn't just some doctor, it's a famous one. A man with prominent celebrity endorsements, a credible biotech business, a big reputation, and yeah, a quirky fascination with magic. Don't miss this season, a story of deceit, narcissism, humanity, and murder. I'm about to play a clip from Dr. Death, Bad Magic. Follow Dr. Death, Bad Magic on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It was late on a freezing Saturday night in northern Vermont. Greg Davis was in his bedroom with his wife Melissa when they heard someone outside. Greg opened the door and saw a man standing there, wearing a jacket and mask with the emblem of the U.S. Marshal. He was holding a rifle. Behind him in the driveway was a white Ford Explorer with emergency lights flashing in its dash. The marshal said he had a warrant for Greg's arrest on racketeering charges. He'd been instructed to take him into custody and transport him to Virginia. Greg couldn't have known what this was all about. He was working in waste management. His friends and family knew him as a father of 6, a businessman, and a devout Christian. He went to his bedroom and told his pregnant wife what was happening, then packed a bag of clothes and walked out. Davis's 12-year-old son watched from the upstairs window as the car pulled away. It was the last time he saw his father alive. The next afternoon, a car made its way along a quiet stretch of Peacham Road, about 15 miles from Greg Davis's farmhouse. It was another brutally cold day, barely cracking 10 degrees. Just off the side of the road, the driver saw something out of place. It was a shape jutting out of the snowbank. There on the ground, partially covered by snow, was a man's body. His wrists were shackled, .22 caliber bullet wounds in his head and torso with bullet casings speckling the snowbank. Greg Davis was dead. How had all this happened? Prosecutors would later claim it all traced back to a man whose life had long been cloaked in mystery and who was nowhere near Vermont that night.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is truly my great pleasure to welcome Enochian Biosciences.
Less than a year after Greg Davis's body was found in the Vermont snow, the CEO of an emerging biotech company stood at a sleek white lectern in Times Square.
The very first time I met René Sidlev, our chairman, he told me we'll be a NASDAQ-listed company.
Enochian Biosciences now traded alongside tech giants like Apple and Microsoft. But the CEO wasn't taking the credit. The success of the company was largely thanks to a man who was standing just off stage. The man with the ideas that drove Enochian Biosciences to its $600 million valuation. A man with short dyed blonde hair, stubble, and an impish smile.
The very first time I met Serhat Gumrukcu, our scientific founder, he told me we'll be the company that will put an end to HIV/AIDS.
Dr. Serhat Gumrukcu. At just 36 years old, Dr. Serhat was leading a mission to end HIV/AIDS forever. He was also working on cures for cancer, hepatitis B, and a host of other diseases. His patients saw him as a miracle worker. His colleagues compared him to Leonardo da Vinci, Nikola Tesla, and Einstein in one and the same person. But in a few years, he wouldn't be known for world-changing treatments. He would be known as a fraud and a key suspect in a grisly murder.
Binge all episodes of Dr. Death Bad Magic ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.